Follow us on our LinkedIn page @Verge Digital to get more updates. Let's converge and let's keep talking.
Hi, my name is Django Mwangi. I'm a copywriter. And today we'll be talking about how AI has impacted creativity and the creative industry, especially in advertising.
My name is Jackson Bemberi. I'm an art director. And yes, we'll be talking about how AI is it a threat? Is it not a threat?
How are we taking it?
And how we're taking it as creatives, basically.
Do you feel like it's a threat to your work, or how have you been feeling about it?
I'll be honest, like initially when AI started with the Midjourneys, the DALL-E, the ChatGPT, when it started initially, it felt like a threat. I feel like most creatives felt like it might impact them in a way that would phase out their need for, or rather phase out the need for them to be in the field. But once you start to use it and you realize, oh, this can't actually replace the whole human element in creativity or human element in design, copywriting, or marketing, you just then start to feel like instead of it being a threat, it will now become a tool, or rather it will complement you as a creative. It kind of like just now started helping me to like just remove the mundane task, the repetitive task from the creative process. Then it just kind of like complemented everything that I'm doing. It gives you like a broader, how would I put it? A broader version of what you're working on. Let me put it in design terms. Like if I'm creating an image, right? And I want it to have certain elements. When I put the prompts into the AI system, it will give me a wider scope than I would have thought of initially. So I have more options to create from. Yeah, so I think like AI initially was a threat, but right now I think we can just use it as a tool to complement. I don't know if you have the same feelings.
I personally still feel it's a threat kidogo. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, like you said, it's helping with those mundane tasks, but I try not to use it a lot because there's that feeling of, oh, I'm not a true copywriter, or I'm not a true design art director if I keep rushing to Midjourney or ChatGPT, give me captions for this, give me captions for that. But there's that also, that wider scope of things, because now if I need like a whole maybe headlines, it'll give me more options than I would have thought of if I have limited time. So I don't know if it's a thing of us adapting to it or implementing it into our workflow, or it's learning how to use it best so that we're not phased out by it. Because I still feel there's a hint of corporates not needing copywriters in a couple of years, or if it's copywriting, it's just the big picture stuff. It's not captions, it's not, body copy, it's big strategy thinking, just the big stuff.
Yeah. I guess for most creatives, yes, the fear is there that the headcount will reduce with the advent of AI. But I still feel like, for instance, say in Kenya, I feel like it will get to a point where AI has, like, there's an oversaturation of AI tools in the market. And the thing is, like, I did something recently. I just went onto ChatGPT and just typed in my name. And I was curious, like, what if I type in my name? Like, what would it bring?
Yeah.
But ChatGPT told me there's a privacy issue, and also it told me, like, we don't have any information about this individual from January 2022. Yeah. So that got me to thinking. AI is, it has, like, certain parameters. It's set to a certain limit or a certain time frame, or like a certain period. So that's January 2022. We are in December 2023. So anything that has happened in between, it's not like I would say it hasn't been completely input into the system. So now novel things, or rather new things that happen in between, like say when COVID happened, it still needed copy for that, and AI would not be prepared for that because it's sourcing information from what is existing already. So I still feel like copywriters will be needed, yes, the whole thing, the whole bit about the threat being there for losing headcount or like losing the mundane tasks. Losing the mundane tasks, there's the repetitiveness of the whole copy thing. That might be a factor like down the road. But I still feel like as humans we have this how would I put it, intrinsic or rather how would I say?
Yeah.
Something that is innate, is human that cannot be put, human touch, the whole feelings, the emotions that cannot be input into AI. And that is the reason that we have new ideas that may not come into being if we use AI like throughout. Because I feel like it will get to a point with the oversaturation of AI tools rather, the content will start looking similar across the board.
I feel like it's okay, at least copy wise. I don't know if design, Midjourney, you can tell what's been done by Midjourney.
Yeah.
Because even now I see brands, I can just tell what the ChatGPT caption is.
Yeah, exactly.
It has emojis, it starts the same, it sounds the same. So I feel already people, if you should know there's a certain finesse to using these AI tools so that it doesn't look like it's completely taken over your job. You need to find a balance such that if someone sees your work, they're not like immediately use AI.
Yeah.
It's like, fine, it helped you in the process, but what we're seeing is what you did. Instead of just putting all the work out there.
It will get to a point where you as a copywriter, your role will shift, or rather you'll miss out on opportunities if you do not know how to use AI, or you do not know how to input the right prompts to get the end product. Because there'll be other guys who will be ahead in the sense that they use AI to just streamline their whole creative process, and now they have added another angle to that. You'll be missing out on a big chunk of information because we are human, we can't store the information in your head. So if you have AI and it sources all the information and it brings you like the big, like it takes away all the unnecessary bits, unnecessary bit that you don't need in the creative process. That way it enables you to now just create like something totally good without having to stress about the repetitive tasks. I feel like, especially for me, like now I've seen there's a tag for designers, they're calling themselves prompt artists. Like this is someone who has used AI so much, they know the right prompts to use. So like, I feel like it will complement and then add on to that. But then again, there's the other angle of the downside of AI with things like deepfakes and all those things showing up. Like I feel like deepfake like videos and I think there needs to be rules that will be input into place that how we can use AI ethically as professionals and just generally, because I've seen videos of deepfakes where someone just kind of like pastes someone's face and the whole thing is a whole video. You can just imagine someone putting a face of me saying I love Motoke. That would be tragic. I don't know, man. But yeah, like the whole deepfake situation and just finding a way or another balance between you as a creative and making this because down the road we have to use AI. I think 5 years from it's inevitable. 5 years or 10 years from now, it will be such an integral part of the process that you not having the ability or you not knowing the intricacies of the whole system will leave you at a disadvantage.
It will be phased out.
Yeah.
So you're saying we have to accept it.
You have to accept it. At some point, it's the same thing. You see, like this is something I saw someone talk about recently, and they said we are the last generation that knows what it feels like to not have social media. Like the guys who have been born in the 2010s, they found social media. You know how it was to not have to have instant messaging, to send out telegrams, or rather to wait for your success card in the post office. Like we know how that whole how it felt back then. Like we know that we've seen the change through then, and we've seen how it has impacted us. So again, here comes another system that we have to internalize. We're really
going through it.
Yeah,
there's
like
too
we're
much. There's a lot. All in all, that you can't replace that human touch.
Exactly.
Or that human element.
Exactly, because like in Kenya, I'm thinking ChatGPT is still it won't give you sheng words, shembeteng, like
Yeah.
you have to create copy in the context of a Kenyan. So like AI still lacks that context, but this is a learning machine, and then down the road it will learn the nuances, maybe not to perfection.
Not to perfection.
Yeah, not to perfection, but down the road, like all that unnecessary stuff will be removed from it, and then now you have like the bare bones.
Yeah.
So like from there on, you're just thinking, hey, how can I use AI to just complement myself as a creator?
Yeah.
Yep.
Converge 3 is around the corner, and we'll be talking about artificial intelligence and how it's revolutionizing the future of marketing. Save the date, 2nd of February 2024,